Welcome to Mama Cat's Home, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be sharing with you something that I kind of made up. I don't know what to call it. It's somewhere between a bread pudding, a cobbler, cinnamon roll, apple fritter thingy. I don't know. We don't know what to call it yet. I know that it's good. That is all I know about it. But it's just something that I decided to make because my family doesn't eat the canned cinnamon rolls as much as they used to, and I had a roll of those in the refrigerator and they were going to go bad. Nobody wanted cinnamon rolls, and I was like, what am I going to do with this? And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the fruit on the little bar thing over there my husband built me, and I'm like, ooh, cinnamon rolls, apples. Mama gave me some frosted pecans. I love cobbler for breakfast. Let's see what we can make. So this was created. It's a banana pudding, cinnamon roll, apple cobbler. Don't know what else to call it. But I'm going to go ahead and get the camera and show you the things you need for it. And it's super simple, but it's super good. And I will share the recipe on my blog for you guys. It's really not much of a recipe. I really don't know why I would share the recipe, but I will anyway, just because. So I'm gonna grab the camera, bring you down here, show you what's going on. Okay, so these are the things that you need. A bowl, a bundt pan sprayed thoroughly, a cup of milk, a stick of butter, one Granny Smith apple or the apple of your choosing. I would use a harder apple, a cup of sugar, an egg, a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, a cup of self-rising flour, a tube of cinnamon rolls, about a cup of pecans or nuts of your choice. I use, like I said, my mama gave me some frosted pecans right here, so that's what I'm using, and 2 ounces of cream cheese. So this is all the stuff that I already have prepared. That's the cream cheese and the frosting that goes with this stuff there, and my oven is preheated to 350. It's kind of dark under there, but that is what I have my oven on. Okay, so I'm going to put away the things I really don't need, but I just took out to show you what it was, and then I'm going to get to putting this together. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is mix up your flour. Put my spoon in there. Your sugar. Your 1 egg. I don't know if I mentioned this. Wash my hands. I should have had that cracked before I started filming, but I didn't. About a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just going to eyeball it. We're going to hope I'm right. And then I'm going to put in the butter. And the milk. I almost forgot the milk. Don't forget the milk. And I'm just going to mix this together like you would any cobbler. You just get this all mixed together. I know some people don't mix their butter in their cobbler mix, but I do. I don't know why I do. I just do. It's just the way I do it. I don't know. How many more times can I say do? I don't know that either. So, and I don't care if there's lumps in this. It doesn't matter. It's going to be just fine, just like it is. Honestly, if I didn't mix the butter in there, it probably wouldn't have the lumps. You think? I don't know. Maybe if I used a whisk. So that's mixed all up. I'm going to scooch it over. And then I'm going to start layering in my other goodies. I'm going to scoot them over here so I can get to them all easier. And I'm going to put in a layer of the cinnamon roll. About half a cinnamon roll. It's about how much you want. This recipe caused me, after I was trying to use up something, it caused me to have to go buy the same thing I was trying to use up again because it was so good. That's what happens to me, though. I recreate or create something else out of stuff, and that's what happens. All right, and then I'm going to put all of the apples in with the lemon juice. Get all the yummy apple. And then all of the pecan. You can cut these up. You do not have to use frosted. Some of these are a little larger, so I will kind of break them a tiny bit. But you want them kind of everywhere so that everything gets some of it. And then I'm going to put on some of this cobbler mixture stuff. Kind of get that on around as much as I can. It's not going to mix perfectly. And then I'm going to just put the other cinnamon roll on top of that. I don't even know if you have to do it the way I'm doing it, because like I said, this is just something I came up with because I wanted to use up cinnamon roll, and now I had to go buy more cinnamon roll because it was so good and I wanted to share it with y'all, and I wanted more of it. And I will eat on this like all week long for breakfast. It's just that good. Get some of that over here because you need it everywhere. Okay, so now all you do is put it in your oven at 350 preheated oven for 30 to 45 minutes. It's probably according to your oven, but you cook it until it is cooked through completely. This is 45 minutes later. I've taken it out, and this is the way I want it to look. I hope that it's cooked all the way through. It should be cooked all the way through. It seems to be cooked all the way through. But it's not finished yet. Now I'm going to let it cool for a little while, just so that it can cook through, because it does have carryover cooking time. And it will cook some more in the pan, and then I will flip it out and show you the next part. Okay, y'all, it's time to try to flip it out. As you can see, I can touch this. The bottom is still pretty doggone warm, but that's why we need to flip it out. So, let's hope I greased it enough. Let's hope it works. And, yeah, we'll see. Let's just do some flipping. Okay, it does not look beautiful, but that's all right. It's got a little, it had a little, you know, a little something. It didn't want to come all out. I mean, there's some left in there. That's all right. That's what you eat. I don't know. Anyway, it does not look beautiful, but it's homemade, y'all. It's homemade. It's fine. So now I'm going to scoot this over to the side, and I'm going to take a little Ziploc bag, and I'm going to put this in there. And then the cream cheese, I'm going to put that in there as well. It was about 2 ounces or so. And I'm going to close this up. And I'm just going to mash those two together. I'm not going to worry about trying to mix them perfectly. I'm not going to worry about getting any kind of spoon or anything to clean, which I could have used the little spatula I was using in a bigger bowl. I don't know why the dogs are having a fit. But I'm just going to mix them with this. And if you get the cream cheese frosting, you probably wouldn't need the cream cheese. I just wanted to add that because it gives it a little yum yum, you know. Okay, after you have it all mixed together as much as you can, you want to scoot it all to one side as much as you can. And no, it's not going to be perfect, but you know, that's okay. We're not looking for perfection. Remember, this is homemade. And make sure that is closed completely. And you're going to take your little cobbler thingy, cut off the end of that bag with kitchen scissors, and then you just start putting this on. I might not have cut a big enough hole, I don't know. And you don't even have to do this. You could just put it on with a little spatula and whatever. But I wanted to do it this way. That's the way I did it the first time. It doesn't look beautiful, but it looks fine. Like I said, it's homemade. It tastes delicious. That's all that matters, though, the taste. It's not like it's for some kind of special occasion. But if you did want it for a special occasion, I would say don't do it in a bundt pan. Don't flip it out. Leave it in like a square or a rectangular dish. Like do it in a casserole dish. But anyway, this is it. Now to store it, you store it in the refrigerator, and I'd say it can be in there for at least a week, no more than a week. I don't know if it would freeze well or not, but I know that it tastes delicious. If you try this recipe, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so be notified whenever I upload. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.